Welcome to your Sprinkle with Hope podcast. The purpose of our podcast is to spread hope, light, and love. It is important for us to be engaged in this work so we can help motivate, uplift, and inspire you. Whether it is listening to us or hearing one of our amazing guests, our hope is that what you hear encourages you, strengthens you, and helps you discover additional tools to create a better life for yourself. Share this with family and friends, leave us a review or rating, and know that each small action you take to spread this message is appreciated. Subscribe to our podcast or YouTube channel so you don't miss anything.
Welcome to the Sprinkled with Hope podcast.
This is Jason. And this is Shane.
And it's podcast time.
Welcome back to your Sprinkle with Hope podcast and your host, Jason. Today, Shane and I, we're going to kind of approach this one just a little bit differently. Shane and I always like to just change things up and do things, the way that we feel is the right way. And so today we just wanted to talk a little bit about what Shane and I's purpose is for starting the podcast, kind of where we're headed, talk a little bit about Sprinkle with Hope and what it means to Shane and I. And so just to kind of kick us off, we started Sprinkle with Hope because we felt like at the time the world needed more hope, needed more positivity, more enlightenment. We were headed in a dark direction, and the timing couldn't have been better, honestly, for when we started it, just due to the fact of how much negativity we were surrounded with. We wanted to be more positive and more uplifting. So the timing was just impeccable for us to be able to share a message about something we are passionate about, which is hope, light, love, sharing with others and helping to lift each other up in a dark, dark time. And so that's kind of where we wanted to start with today.
It's kind of crazy to think that it's been almost 2 years since we launched this thing. And we often tell our guests or people that we want to talk to that our purpose is to spread hope, light, and love. And that really is what it comes down to, that those things are so important to us. And we want to spread more hope and more light and more love to the world. And the guests that we have on, we know they align with that purpose very well. Really, when you hear us or see our podcast on our YouTube channel, we hope that the things you're seeing or hearing really are helping you, give you those tools that you can have to develop a better life for yourself. This in no way is about Jason and I. This is really helping you guys to become a better version of yourself. Stop comparing yourself to anybody else, because you are the best version of yourself. And that doesn't mean you can't get better each day. You're just becoming a better version of yourself. That's really what we wanted to talk about today, is why we started this, the purpose of it. We wanted to share that we have a website at sprinklewithhope.com, and it's just in its infancy. We've had it for probably a year, maybe just a little bit under a year. And you can learn a little bit more about Jason and myself. And then we currently have a course that we offer on hope. And we spent a lot of time developing that. And the normal price is $57, but we're offering it right now for every single person who takes it for only $10. This is pretty crazy that we just want people to get it and take it. And we've had some great feedback from that, have tweaked it quite a bit, but we feel right now it's really solid and can really help you. So I know that's a plug for our course, but again, that aligns with our purpose, which is to spread more hope, light, and love. And we're hoping either you take it or share it with somebody and tell them, or things like that.
Yeah, with that hope course, we worked really hard on, and we totally know that there's been some technical issues with it, and Shane and I have got all of those bugs worked out, and so the course should run quite well now. So feel free to jump on there. One of the other things that's really exciting for us to share is we are working on a fear course, and we have done a fear presentation now twice to a large group of people, and it came, it was received really, really well. We got high praises for that course. We're that presentation, we're going to turn it into a course, tweak it obviously, but turn it into a course where you can learn about managing your fear and things like that. We all have fears, and they're never going to go away completely, but I think we give some really practical tools to help you kind of manage and overcome maybe some of the fears that you're faced with on a daily basis. And so look for that course to come, which will be on our website, sprinkledwithhope.com. And you can really find out a lot of information about the Hope course and about us. And we have our podcast episodes on there as well. And so you can really tackle anything that you want to accomplish through that. We would also suggest for you to subscribe to our podcast, either on Apple Podcast or Spotify or whatever your platform is, as well as our YouTube channel, which our YouTube channel is a lot different than some of our other platforms. We're creating different videos and things like that. Shane and I have some really cool ideas to kind of spruce up our YouTube channel a lot. So you're going to get different content on that than you will on some of our other platforms. So if you're not already a subscriber on our YouTube channel, I would do that, so you don't miss out on some of these fun, interesting videos that Shane and I are going to create.
Yeah, that's great. You brought that up. I hadn't even thought about that, but we do release our podcast episode every Tuesday, like we do our audio, but we also have a Monday motivational message that we have been doing for quite a while now. So there's those videos on our YouTube channel, not on our podcast. And then we're doing just we've done some fun things. We've done funny videos where we have another great idea. And really it's just to get you to enjoy life like we do. And to, Jason was talking about our fear course, and you might be thinking, well, what does fear have to do with hope? And I believe, at least, that if you can manage your fear better, you're going to have more hope for the future. You just are. And I know we give you some easy, practical ways of how to manage your fear. And then in our hope course, we give you simple methods on how to remember that it's hope that you're working towards, and very simple and easy, practical things that you can do every day that are not hard, but that really make a difference. Jason and I do them, and we thought, why not make a course on this? And so we've done that. And I would highly encourage you just to look at our website, check around, and just see for yourself. And then if you feel like somebody that a family, friend, a loved one, somebody might benefit from looking at the Hope course, again, it's only $10. Really, that's to help us to keep going. And that's a significant offer. I mean, that's a really cheap way that you can help somebody out. So if you personally think you might not benefit from this, but somebody, we would encourage you to let them know, or share our podcast or YouTube channel, whatever. Really, the idea is that we're all in this together, and we're going to help each other. And again, like I said, our purpose of the podcast in general is to spread hope, light, and love. And we feel like everything we do, even the funny videos that we've done on our YouTube channel, that helps spread that hope and that light and that love, because people are laughing at us, and that's fine. That's the intent of those. So if you haven't checked out all of those things, we encourage you to do so.
And really, just to go along those same lines, like, we would love some feedback too. Feedback is huge for us because it allows us to change things, make it better, adjust what we need to adjust. And we've gotten some great feedback thus far, but anything additional would just be super helpful if you could do that. And so, yeah, please check us out, give us some feedback, share it with somebody who you think will enjoy it. Shane and I love quotes, and I just wanted to end with a quote from one of my favorite basketball players, Kobe Bryant. Dearly miss that guy. Wish he was still around. Just a sad tragedy that happened. But he said this, and I really loved it. But he said, "Great things come from hard work and perseverance. No excuses. If you love a thing, you will overcome all difficulties." And Shane and I truly believe that. I think that's been our mantra. That's that Mamba mentality that Kobe Bryant lives by. I mean, he was tenacious on the court. And so that's really what Shane and I are doing, is we're taking that Mamba mentality, that tenacity, and we're just going after this thing full steam, and we're just not going to let up until until we're done, which I don't know when that's going to be. Could be 100 years from now. I don't know. But the point is that you just continue to push forward, you work hard, you persevere, no excuses, and we don't, we're not creating any excuses. And so please share our podcast with a friend. Please review us, give us a rating on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. We really look forward to those. We read them, and who knows, maybe in the future we'll do something cool with that if we can get more reviews and things like that will help us out. And our course, right? We want our course to continue to go forward. That's the only way we're going to be able to help to continue to spread that word, is people continue to take and use our course. So thank you all. We love you. We appreciate you. We see you.
And if you haven't been reminded, you're worthy, you're loved, you're powerful, you're strong, you're all of those things. Jason and I believe that for you. And hopefully you start to believe in yourself more.